You've been there since 2013, right? When you were there, were you aware that these kinds of things was happening on Pornhub?
On Pornhub, I mean, these are things that we're not really, unfortunately, able to talk about in too much detail because these are about ongoing litigation. So what I'm able to comment on is limited.
Because first of all, I'm Muslim. I have a lot of kids that follow me, and...
Did you know that teaching a new Muslim like me
the entire Salah
for the next 50 years just costs £10?
every time they wake up for Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib and Isha,
you get the reward. You could sponsor Salah mats for just £100
and help 10 new Muslims learn how to pray Salah. Click the button or the link and donate now.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. SubhanAllah, I came across this video of brother Khaby, I think that's what his name is, forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. And SubhanAllah, I found it so profound. And I was like, this is a Muslim influencer who, I mean, he doesn't really talk about him practicing, not that we're saying he doesn't practice, but we're saying it's just your Muslim, layman, practicing individual, yes? And I found what he said so profound. And I was like, SubhanAllah, we're going to look at that and compare what he said in his interview about promoting alcohol or other haram stuff and how he refused. And then compare that to a Zionist Jew who is a rabbi, who was a criminal defense lawyer, who we're going to find out now who will defend some really dodgy and shady people, who decides to buy Pornhub. Okay, so we're going to see this stark difference, inshallah. Let's start off with this reaction video of Khaby, inshallah, and then we will come to the following.
Alcohol.
How do you work with brands, and what advice do you have for brands that want to work with you?
First of all, I always, when they contact me, I make sure that I'm promoting something that is not gonna promote. I can promote alcohol. I can promote, and I get a lot of offers from alcohol, but I always say no, because first of all, I'm Muslim, and I don't want to promote alcohol. I have a lot of kids that follow me, and I don't want the other people, the kids starting to drink, and I always choose the things that they're not gonna make most clean possible,
Okay, fantastic. You guys just saw that for yourself, yeah? And you can see clearly he is saying no to alcohol, let alone something worse, which is zina or prostitution or whatever you want to call it, yeah? Okay, people being exploited, being abused, yes? By the way, Pornhub, we're going to call that for now, Pornhub was known for that, of the exploitation. And not only that, the people being sexually trafficked. It is all boiling back to that, inshallah, yeah? So here is a video, let's watch, of these co-workers being interviewed by Mr. Patrick Pett David. He's talking about the harms, etc. We'll never talk about this, we'll never, call them out. Zionist rabbis owning places like this, inshallah, yeah? Okay, so let's go. This is some interview, and then we're going to read an article that exposes them and message. SubhanAllah, look at this. Look at the message of the brother Khaby, SubhanAllah, yeah? He will not even do alcohol. So SubhanAllah, there is lessons that this individual should learn from a lame Muslim man.
Suing Visa, go up, Rob, let me see what it says. Is suing Visa the best way to shut down Pornhub? BO law experts said that targeting credit card companies in a war against online sex trafficking, if pushed too far, can cause unintended harms. Go a little lower. The story that I still want to get to, zoom in right, okay, second paragraph. The article denied Firestone protests and litigation that deeply impacted online pornography industry. Survivors and anti-trafficking advocacy organization, many have ties to Christian right and anti-pornography efforts of the 1970s and 80s, gathered more than 2 million signatures on. Okay, we just read that. And survivors of the anti-trafficking legal claims of Pornhub's parent company, MindGeek, seeking millions of dollars in damages, notably Serena Fleites, who was 13 years old when her ex-boyfriend uploaded a sexually explicit video on Pornhub, brought a novel trafficking lawsuit against Visa. She alleged that the credit card company who's provided MindGeek its payment networks knowingly monetize these images for profit. So, Alexander, you've been there since 2013, right? When you were there, were you aware that these kinds of things was happening on Pornhub?
On Pornhub, I mean, these are things that we're not really, unfortunately, able to talk about in too much detail because these are about ongoing litigation. So what I'm able to comment on is limited. But
So there's an active litigation going on right now.
There's lawsuits that relate back to how the site used to be
That's right.
prior to the acquisition.
And I'm asking you because you've been there since 2013. So I'm kind of glad you're here because how much have you noticed culturally the place changing? Because there is no way you're working there and you don't know this is out there, right? You would know if you're working there that this is out there.
I mean, what I can tell you is that I've seen a tremendous evolution in Pornhub since I've been there. I've been there, like you said, since 2013 in very different capacities. Like when I started there, I was working in social media and customer service. So I can say that I'm, very proud to work for a company where I was able to grow in the way that I have up to an executive level today.
Unbelievable. I am proud to work and I work my way up. That's what she's talking about. I'm not talking about the sexual abuses, the trafficking and underage girls, etc., being exploited, all that kind of stuff. No, I'm so proud to work for a company that I work my way up as a sales manager to where I'm high up now. And you've got this Solomon Friedman, who is a Zionist, who was a criminal defense lawyer, who was defending very weird people who were doing some really pedophilic stuff, who is now owning, all of a sudden, Pornhub. And there he is. And let's just read this article and end on this here. Forget this guy, yeah? Let's end and this woman, pathetic, terrible individuals, yeah? Okay, let's read this. This is a article about them. A rabbi is overseeing Pornhub. That's actually not so weird. Okay, let's read it. Here you go. This is written by Myra Fox. It's really not as shocking as it sounds that rabbi has become one of the top officials running Pornhub, the free internet pornography behemoth, after all the investments group that bought Pornhub is called Ethical Capital Partners, and Solomon Friedman, the rabbi in question, and the investment company's co-founder and chief compliance officer, is trying to creep up the internet. Oh, thank you, Rabbi. You're going to come and clean it up for us, for all the Gentiles, for the Goyim. Yes, that you do not care about. As Muslims, we are told to enjoy good and forbid evil. It's not, we as Muslims don't say, all right, protect the Muslims from alcohol and drug and, pornography and all that kind of stuff, but let the disbelievers just say, no. We don't have that in our religion. We say this illness affects everybody and we should protect them all. See the difference? That's what Khaby was doing. And look at this rabbi, the Zionist rabbi. Okay, and look what he's doing. He's come to clean up. He's the police. Oh, thank you, Rabbi. Okay, more people might be confused by the idea of a religious leader being involved with a pornography company. After all, isn't it just a sin? Aren't rabbis supposed to be kind of a moral police? But Judaism is actually pretty sex positive. Most Jewish texts about sex focus on understanding and regulating the act, not warning people of it's dangerous. The Talmud has passages introducing husbands to have regular sex with their wives, emphasizing the importance of pleasure and encouraging experimentation. And this is something really weird. I don't know what it meant. There's even a tale of a student being hiding under his rabbi's bed where his teacher has sex with his wife. And when the student is caught, he argues that everything in the Torah was just trying to learn. I have no idea what he's talking about. But let's get this right. Of course, Judaism talks about positively about sex. Nobody said nothing about that. Yes? We're not talking about that. We're talking about Zionists who are taking this out of context or whatever it's for that matter. Because now, having intimacy with your wife is not the same of having a website that has 130 million viewers per day who is watching adultery happen. Do you see it? A Muslim is not allowed to own any kind of pornography website for that matter. Why? Because they don't believe in the other. They can do it. Let them be ruined. Let them destroy them. And that's one of the reasons why there's conspiracy and all this kind of stuff from the far right saying that these Zionists who are coming and trying to destroy the nuclear family of the white man because they're trying to control the earth, all that kind of stuff. Let's carry on, inshallah, yeah? Okay, and it says, mind you, Friedman was never a practicing rabbi. He grew up in an Orthodox family in Canada and was ordained in Jerusalem, but then he became a criminal defense lawyer, making a name for himself by defending extremely sketchy characters accused of such offenses as sexual abuse, possession of child pornography, and drunk driving. So really, Friedman's rabbi called plaudits are just fuel for a clicky headline, like the one published by The Time. His actual career is pretty obvious, fit for the... Yeah, okay. Trying to defend him, okay, yeah? Okay, the problem with Pornhub isn't just necessarily the fact that it provides porn, though of course plenty of people object that too, but porn has existed for thousands of years, blah, 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 blah. Forget all that, yeah? Okay. It says, Solomon Friedman, since Solomon Friedman got involved with the Pornhub videos, have been circulating on X and Reddit accusing him of encouraging paedophilia. Thanks to his criminal defense work, others list him alongside other Jews who have been involved with pornography or simply with dating apps and such as Tinder as proof of a Jewish conspiracy to destroy the white nuclear family. Friedman told the Washington Post that his children has been subjected to horrific anti-Semitism since he invested in Pornhub. Now, of course, anti-Semitism is wrong, 100%. Nobody can justify that, and this is sickening. But I think your children will be more sick. Solomon Friedman, would you allow your children, your Zionist Jewish children, to appear on that? No, you would never. You would never. And this is exactly what we're talking about. So, brothers and sisters, I just want to end on this note that as Muslims, we are told to want good. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, move an harmful object from the road. The lowest form of faith is moving a harmful object from the road. SubhanAllah. We are there to cater for everybody and care about everyone, be they Muslim or non-Muslim. But you don't see that with the Zionists. You do not see them. They do not care about the Goyim, the Gentile. They are destroying your youth, your generation, your women, your men, the Zionists. Yes, they are. And you've got the far right who are backing and defending them because they don't care about that. They don't see these things. The Epstein Islands, how he had a connection to Mossad. You don't hear about that. So alhamdulillah, may Allah bless and preserve Brother Khaby for being principled, a true Muslim who does not promote any of these vile things that destroy society. And that is what a real Muslim does, inshallah. And that's what Islam teaches. And that is the reason why Islam is the only religion that's been attacked the left, right, center. You know why? Because we want goodness for everybody. I will leave it on that, inshallah, brothers and sisters. May Allah bless Brother Khaby, inshallah. And that's it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.